Generals gathered in their masses.
Kill me.
Long live the king!
The unthinkable question. Let me be very clear. Let me be unequivocally, absolutely crystal clear. For more than 2 decades, we have lived in the era of one man, who has defined basketball, who has defined sports, who has defined what it means to be a global icon. That man is LeBron James. Now, here we are, on this day, January 19th, 2026, and the king is 41 years old. He is no longer the young phenom from Akron. He is the elder statesman, the living legend walking amongst mere mortals. For 23 seasons, he has defied Father Time in a way that is just disrespectful, but even kings must one day lay down their scepters. Every executive, every fan, every talking head. What happens to the National Basketball Association when LeBron James finally, and I mean finally, walks away? This is not some trivial debate to fill airtime between games. This is not a hypothetical for the offseason. This is the single most important question facing the league today. We are talking about the man who has been the sun around which the entire NBA galaxy has orbited. He has been the main character in this grand drama since he was a teenager. His decisions moved franchises from the lottery to the championship podium. Sold-out arenas, stratospheric television ratings, media scrutiny. He is the standard. He is the measuring stick. He is the beginning and the end of every single argument about greatness in the modern era. So, to even whisper about his retirement is to contemplate a void, a massive, gaping hole at the center of the sport. They think this is just about losing a great player. It is so much more than that. This is about losing the league's ultimate narrative engine. For 23 years, the story was simple. LeBron versus his rivals. LeBron chasing ghosts. LeBron building super teams. LeBron returning home. LeBron conquering Hollywood. Every single season had a built-in blockbuster storyline, and he was the star. Supporting cast changed, villains came and went, the hero, or for some, the anti-hero, was always LeBron. His journey gave the league a through line, a coherence that made it easy for even the most casual fan to follow along. So when you remove that central plot device, what are you left with? Can a collection of smaller stories, no matter how compelling, ever truly replace the epic saga of King James? The fear is palpable, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. There are people in corner offices on Park Avenue who are losing sleep over this very topic. Numbers, the ratings, social media engagement, jersey sales. They remember what happened to the league after Michael Jordan left the Chicago Bulls for the second time. There was a dip. There was a search for the next MJ that put an unfair burden on an entire generation of stars. The league survived, of course, but it wandered in the wilderness for a time. That, my friends, is the billion-dollar question, you know. 2. The house that James built. Now, we need to understand the magnitude of what we are discussing here. We have to appreciate the sheer scale of LeBron's influence. This man is not just a basketball player. He is an institution. He is a one-man economic stimulus package. Look at the facts. When LeBron James joined the Cleveland Cavaliers, the franchise value skyrocketed. When he left for Miami, Cleveland's value plummeted while the Heat became the center of the basketball universe. Then he went back to Cleveland, and boom, they were relevant again, winning a championship that was 50-plus years in the process of being made. Then he goes to the Los Angeles Lakers, the most storied franchise in the league, and makes them even bigger. He is a kingmaker. He is a market maker, all wrapped into one. He doesn't just join a team, he transforms its entire economic reality from the ground up. His impact on television ratings is a well-documented phenomenon. It is not an exaggeration to say that for 2 decades, if LeBron James was playing, that was the game you put on national television. It didn't matter if it was a Tuesday night in Sacramento or a Sunday afternoon showcase. His presence was a guarantee of eyeballs. ABC, ESPN, TNT, they built their entire broadcast schedules around this man's schedule. The NBA's massive multi-billion-dollar television contracts were negotiated and signed with the implicit understanding that LeBron James would be the star attraction. Section 3. The empty throne. So the king will eventually retire. That is an inevitable fact. The throne will be empty. A power vacuum will form. In a kingdom as rich as the NBA, it won't last. Nature, and the sports business, abhors a vacuum. There are pretenders. There are contenders. The league will not collapse. The infrastructure is too strong. The product is too good, but it will undergo a seismic shift. The question is transition, not survival. Pivot from a monarchy, or become an oligarchy. The league is healthier than after Jordan. Talent pool deeper and more international. We are not looking for one savior. We are looking for a new Mount Rushmore. The league has started promoting many stars. The marketing machine is building narratives, highlighting rivalries, celebrating unique skills, telling stories of the young guns. The next leader must earn it on the court, and in the hearts of the fans. This transition tests the new media landscape. Newspapers, 3 television networks. Today, fractured 24/7 social media. A viral highlight can create a star overnight. This is a double-edged sword. Ja Morant as example. The next face must perform on court and master the chaotic media environment. Be authentic, engaging, savvy. Crowned not just on ESPN, but on TikTok and on X. Ultimately, players will decide who fills the void. The crown is not given. It is taken. It is won in the crucible of the NBA Finals. Seized in head-to-head matchups. Earned through year-after-year excellence. Someone will have to say, "This is my league now." They must back it up with championships. Show leadership. Show killer instinct. Show the force of will that defined Jordan, Kobe, LeBron. The throne is there for the taking. Who has the audacity and ability to grab it? The game will anoint its own king. It always does. All right, let's name the names. Let's stop talking in abstractions. Get down to the brass tacks. If we are looking at the landscape in 2026, there's a clear group of candidates. Talent, charisma, resume, perennial all-stars, tasted success, entering the prime of their careers. First on that list is Luka Doncic. Luka, a basketball virtuoso, a magician with the ball. He plays at his own pace. Defenders look foolish. A walking triple-double who can carry an offense. Size, skill, and court vision rarely seen. International flair and swagger. Bona fide superstar. Next, Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Greek freak, a force of physics. Absurd athletic gifts plus relentless work ethic. Multiple MVPs. Defensive Player of the Year. He delivered a championship to Milwaukee. Global icon with an incredible backstory. Plays with ferocity unmatched. Then, Jason Tatum in Boston. The quiet assassin. The smooth operator. Marquee franchise. Big playoff moments. Professional scorer with the clutch gene. Cold-blooded efficiency. The all-time vibe. Led his team to the brink repeatedly. Eventual breakthrough expected. Now, Ja Morant. Electricity and showtime. Pure box office. Human highlight reel. Breathtaking athleticism. Fearless and joyful. There have been bumps. Maturity issues to address. Finally, guards who could leap. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Shai, the smoothest master of the mid-range, crafty finisher. Calm, methodical leadership turned OKC into a contender. Trae Young. Trae, the ultimate showman. Unlimited range, dramatic flair. Villain in most arenas, hero in his own. Both have offensive firepower and franchise face potential. The next leader could come from anywhere, any style. The talent is there. The candidates are ready. Let's talk about the fans. They are the ones who buy the tickets. Jerseys, league, pass subscriptions. We are witnessing a generational shift in fandom. The fans who grew up watching LeBron's entire career, who debated him against Jordan on barbershop forums, are now the old guard. They have a certain way of watching the game and a certain appreciation for the long-form narrative of a career. The new generation of fans is completely different. They grew up with social media. Their attention span is different. They consume the game in bite-sized highlights, viral clips, memes. They are more loyal to individual players. They follow them on Instagram. They follow them on TikTok more than specific teams. This new fan dynamic is a huge advantage for the NBA post-LeBron. The league isn't dependent on long, slow rivalries on national TV. A player can capture millions with a single spectacular play reposted everywhere. That creates a democratized stardom. It lets players in smaller markets build global brands. We have to zoom out. We have to look at the bigger picture. The single greatest legacy of the David Stern era, a legacy that Adam Silver has brilliantly expanded upon, is the globalization of the game of basketball. The NBA is no longer just the National Basketball Association. It is the world's premier basketball league, period. The best players from every corner of the globe dream of playing in the NBA. The league is drawing from more than just 330 million Americans. It's drawing from 8 billion people. Constant influx of new, exciting talent with unique skills and compelling backstories. Look at the current list of top players in the league. Luka Doncic, Slovenia. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Greece. Nikola Jokic, Serbia, two-time MVP. Joel Embiid, Cameroon. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Canada. The list goes on. These are not token internationals. These are dominant forces. Each brings their country, sometimes their continent, as fans. New markets, new revenue streams, a more diverse product. The idea that the next face must be American is obsolete. The next king could come from a country most Americans can't point to on a map. That global reach is a massive cushion for the league. TV ratings might dip in North America after LeBron retires, but growth in Europe, Asia, Africa could more than offset it. The league has been strategic. Preseason in Abu Dhabi, regular season in Paris, regular season in Mexico City, and heavy investment in global broadcast partnerships. They built a global fan base invested in the league, not a single American superstar. The game has become the star. The NBA is the platform. This international foundation makes the league resilient to individual players coming and going. LeBron's retirement is the end of an era, and a symbolic global passing of the torch. He showed what's possible on the world stage. The players who follow are children of that globalized game. They grew up watching NBA games in their native languages. They came through international academies. They are the fulfillment of the league's global vision. We'll miss the king, but his departure highlights how international and diverse his kingdom has become. Then there's the money. My goodness, there is a lot of money. The NBA is a financial juggernaut. The current TV and media rights deal is astronomical, and the next one will likely be even bigger. Live sports are one of the last real-time audiences. In an on-demand world, live attention is the holy grail for advertisers. The NBA delivers that. This fire hose of cash brings unprecedented stability. It ensures teams can be competitive, pay star players, and build state-of-the-art arenas. So the league isn't existentially threatened by any one retirement. The media has also evolved. It's no longer just columnists and TV personalities. It's a sprawling ecosystem of podcasts, YouTube channels, social media influencers. More voices mean more stories about the league. If one star retires, there are hundreds of other players, teams, and storylines. That diversity prevents the league from feeling empty. So, here is the bottom line. Here is the final verdict. Will the NBA survive after LeBron James? The answer is an emphatic, unequivocal, resounding yes. Not only will it survive, it will thrive. To suggest otherwise is to be ignorant of the facts. It is to underestimate the incredible foundation that has been built over the past 30 years. The league is a global entertainment behemoth. It is a financial powerhouse. It is flush with more young, marketable, and diverse talent than at any other point in its history. The retirement of one man, even a man as colossal as LeBron James, will not bring the house down. It will simply open the door for the next chapter of greatness. The era of the singular, undisputed king may be over, at least for a time. What I see coming in 2026 and beyond is not a monarchy, but an oligarchy of talent. It will be an age defined by a council of superstars. You will have Luka Doncic with his offensive genius, battling Giannis Antetokounmpo with his physical dominance. You will have Jason Tatum carrying the banner for the league's most decorated franchise, dueling with the electrifying Ja Morant. You will have a host of other stars, Devin Booker, Anthony Edwards, and the next transcendent rookie we haven't even met yet, all vying for supremacy. This multitude of stars will create a landscape rich with rivalries, storylines, and endless debate, which is the very lifeblood of a successful sports league. The NBA is ready. The transition is already in motion. The marketing is in place. The global audience is engaged. The money is secure. The league has successfully diversified its portfolio of stars, ensuring that its future is not tied to the fate of a single player. LeBron's departure will be a moment of reflection, a time to appreciate one of the greatest careers we will ever witness. It will be sad. It will be the end of something special. But it will also be a commencement. It will be the official start of a new, incredibly exciting era for the National Basketball Association, an era that promises to be more dynamic, more global, and more unpredictable than ever before. So do not mourn for the NBA. Do not shed a tear for the state of the league. The King's reign was long and glorious, and we were all privileged to witness it. But the kingdom is strong. The line of succession is packed with worthy heirs. A new day is dawning. The future is bright. The game goes on. And I, for one, cannot wait to sit here and watch it all unfold. I cannot wait to see who steps up, who seizes the moment, and who dares to build the next dynasty. The throne is empty. Let the games begin.